I'm going to be showing you how to create your own word book. Now there are more than one kind of word book out there that's available. This first one I'm going to teach you is going to be using the binding on the side. Now you can punch your holes if you want to, or you can go ahead and do them with a bind it all, whatever you choose to do. But this is just the kind that I'm going to teach you, where each letter is its own. It has its own piece. It doesn't have to be folded over. Then you're going to just attach paper to it and decorate it as you want to. So we're going to go ahead and go into our Pazzles Inspiration software and learn how to do that. We're going to go ahead first. What I like to do is type in my word. And the word I'm going to use today is going to be smile. So I'm going to go ahead and type in the word smile. And I could go ahead and use this font if I want to, but I'm going to go ahead and choose a different one that I have, which is called Ravi or Ravi. I don't know, it depends on how you say it. And I'm going to go ahead and click on that and say OK. Now, I want my letters, when I am doing them and when I'm having them each cut out, when the books all put together, I want them to be overlapped just a little bit, just to kind of give it a little bit of a dimension or a different look. So to do that, before I get started, I want to go up to the word text and to visual text spacing, and I want to move my letters a little bit closer together. Okay, so I've got them moved a little bit closer together, kind of overlapped the way that I want them to look. When the book is closed, this is the way the letters will look, which is the look I'm going for. I'm going to click OK. Now I need to have these each be their own individual piece. And to do that, I'm going to have to go up to text and go down to break text. Now I'm going to break text by character instead of by word or line. And that's because if I happen to have a word that has an inside piece like an O or a D, I need to have it be able to remain together with its counterpart. Well, this one doesn't happen to have that, so it's okay. But you know, I just looked at this and realized my L and my I are a little bit close. I'm just going to move them a teeny bit apart. Okay, so I have the word smile, and I'm ready now to start creating the parts of the book to be able to actually be able to cut it out and have it be a book. So I'm going to move this over to the side just a little bit, and I'm going to create a rectangle. Now I like my rectangles to be approximately 1.5 inches by 4 inches, but I'm going to go ahead and make it exact. The way I'm going to do that is I'm going to go ahead and select the rectangle, and then I'm going to click on the letter C on my keyboard, which is going to bring up my transformation box. And I'm going to go ahead and make it 1.5 inches wide, and then I'm going to go ahead and make it 4 inches tall. And then I'm going to go ahead and come on down here to apply, and you're going to see that my rectangle is now 1.5 inches wide by 4 inches tall. Again, this is however big or small you want to make it. That's just what I chose. I'm going to go ahead and bring my letters over here, and I can make them a little bit bigger if I want to, but you can see I'm going to need to stretch them out. Well, what I want to do is I want to make sure that they're exactly 4 inches tall, because I want them to be equal to this. So I'm going to go ahead and just come over here to my condense and click on the height and go ahead and do 4 again here and hit apply. And you can see they are now 4 inches high. The next thing I need to do is I need to move each of my letters down so that I can attach their rectangle to them. So first thing I'm going to do is just click and select the mile, and I'm going to hold the shift key down on my keyboard so I can move them straight down, because I don't want to lose my spacing between each letters, because that's what's going to give me the overlapped look. So then I'm going to go to my next ones. Again, hold my shift key down, move my letters straight down, go to the L and the E, hold my shift key down, go straight down, and hold on the E, hold my shift key down, and go straight down. Now I could also, if I didn't want to use my arrow keys, I can use, or excuse me, my shift key and just moving it down like that. I could also use the arrow keys on my keyboard. It's just a little bit quicker to do it this way. Oops, went the wrong way there. So now I have my word all set out here, but I need them each to have their own square. So I'm going to go ahead and actually make this square be exactly where I want it to be on this S, and that's where I want it to be. And then I'm going to go ahead and right mouse click on that rectangle. And I'm going to go down to multiply, and I need to have 1, 2, 3, 4 more copies. So I'm going to go ahead and put in the 4. I can go ahead and leave it at 0.25, that's fine. And I want it to go down here. Now I need to make sure that these all remain even on this left side. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take each rectangle and I'm going to just stretch it out to the letter. And again, it's very important that I only move the right side of the rectangle and leave this side aligned. So bring this all the way out. And don't worry that they're not all lining up right now. I'm going to show you how to fix that in just a second. Right now we're just getting them put where they need to be. And again, come down here. Okay, now it's time for me to make sure that they're all leveled together. So what I'm going to do here, or aligned together, is I'm going to go ahead and select the E in the rectangle here, and then I'm going to come over to my justification toolbar. And then I'm going to come to the fourth icon in on my justification toolbar. It's the vertical one, and I'm going to click on that, and you're going to see that it's aligned these. I'm just going to go ahead and move these back down a little bit using my arrow key or the shift key. Then I'm going to go ahead and do the next one. Again, I need to align them. I'm going to move this one down. Again, note that I'm keeping these exactly the same. Hold the shift key again. Select both of these ones, align it, and the last one, and align it. Okay, so I'm looking at this now, and I'm seeing that I really want to have the one on the L a little bit closer. So I'm going to select on this again, and remember, I'm not going to move my L, and I'm not going to move my rectangle. I'm actually just going to move this one line and just move it in a little bit closer so it'll hook to it. Same thing with my E. And I'm actually going to rotate this around a little bit. May have to mess with it just a tad. There we go. That looks like it's good. I'm going to rotate this one just a tad. And rotate this one just a tad. And then make it go just a tad smaller. A tad is very little. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and select all by hitting Control A on my keyboard, and now I'm going to weld them together. Now as I cut out each piece, they will all fit together as one piece. Okay? So I'm hoping that you'll enjoy this and be able to create and design your own word books and have lots of fun with them. It's also a great way to make cards, or personalized cards, whether they're holiday cards or just a birthday card or something along that lines. This is another really fun thing to do. Put your greetings inside and or put pictures inside to send to grandparents and stuff. So have a lot of fun with this, and if you have any questions, just let me know and I will do my best to answer you.